So, sir, what inspired you to join the education sector? And, sir, please share your journey as in this important role in CBSE.
Before joining CBSE, I was working in an organization of Government of India called CSIR. Its full form is Council of Scientific and Industrial Research.
Greetings to all our viewers. Welcome back to our channel, Young Spark Studio by Delhi Public School, Etawah. Myself, Ayush Krishna, and today we are honored to have with us a well-renowned academician, Shri JP Chaturvedi, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Ayush, and thank you for this wonderful opportunity which you had given to me at DPS Etawah. It's a wonderful institution. All my wishes to you and to your school, please.
With his vast experience and valuable insights, he has contributed a lot in transforming our education practices, and he has inspired a good number of teachers and students. So, without further ado, let's begin.
Yes, Ayush, I am all ready. Just one thing more to add. I am more on towards educational administration than towards academic side. Yes, academics is also a part of educational administration. So to that extent, I am also an academician. Thank you, Ayush.
So, sir, what inspired you to join the education sector? And, sir, please share your journey as in this important role in CBSE.
Ayush, I had a very subaltern educational life and journey so far. I won't go in detail, but just to share with you a little bit of it. I was born in a village of district Jalon, which is one of the backward districts of UP. It falls in Bundelkhand. But somehow destiny was kind enough for me that it provided me one of the best educations possible. So I also carry a tag of being a dipsite, that I have passed out I did my schooling from DPS Arkepuram, right, and then my education is from Delhi University. And before joining CBSE, I was working in an organization of Government of India called CSIR. Its full form is Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. So it's the premier national agency for conduct of civil scientific research in civilian domain. As you have DRDO, which does defense research in defense field, you have ICAR, which does research in agriculture field, ICMR in medical. So you have different areas. So CSIR was responsible for research and development in civilian industrial field.
Okay.
From there, I shifted to CBSE as an assistant secretary, and I had a very fruitful, meaningful journey in CBSE from being assistant secretary to now being as director in the board. And I have handled most of the assignments which falls in the domain of the board. I was initially posted in regional office Chennai. Thereafter, I had done a special examination. The first 6 CTET examination, that is Central Teacher Eligibility Test. So all the good teachers which you get are required to have this CTET pass mandatory qualification. So those first CTET examinations were conducted by CTET unit, and I was part of it. And as an officer, I had this opportunity of establishing that unit in the board. Thereafter, then I was looking after the academic unit UDAN project. UDAN was another initiative of the board in collaboration with Ministry of Education, Government of India, whereby the board was preparing the girl students for entrance examination in engineering discipline. Reason being was that it was statistically found out that the participation of girl students was not as much as it should have been in engineering disciplines. So to give thrust and impetus And to sort of an extension activity, the Ministry of Education and the board ran that program wherein we selected 1,000 girls and they were given extensive educational and academic support, including online classes, so that they are able to prepare for entrance examination and compete for admission in IIT and NIT, etc. And then I was regional officer at 2 regional offices of the board at Dehradun and Aro Delhi West. And then subsequently at present I am director affiliations. So affiliation units look after the affiliation of the schools with the board. So affiliation of the school is the first point where the school gets associated with the board.
Okay, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. That was inspiring, sir.
Thank you, Ayush.
Sir, how does CBSE justify the education policies in rural and urban areas?
Well, it's very important. Any policy making body have to be continuously evolving itself, have to have the pulse of what is happening. So, it has to do lot of research. It has to examine lot of statistics and go through the data. So the board continuously, the mechanism of the board continuously keep on working. Those institutions are inbuilt, whether it is academic unit, whether it is affiliation unit or any other unit of the board, examinations and all that. The beauty of CBSE is that we get lot of data in terms of examination result or in terms of school information. We have a portal called Oasis portal where we take on lot of data from the schools. So we have a fair idea of what are the interventions which are required at rural level or at and what is the latest trends, what are going on, what are the differentials, how and what support we need to provide to our schools. So your principals and your teachers would tell you that there is a lot of focus of CBSE on training of teachers. So and that focus is primarily to see that the schools and the teachers in rural areas are provided that competence, are provided those skills wherein they are able to transact curriculum to their students, which could match what is prevailing in the urban areas or in cities. So lot of mentoring, lot of guidelines, lot of SOPs and continuous this emphasis on training and skill development is one such area where we keep on putting efforts so that the rural schools are also able to come up to the level academic achievement level which is of urban cities.
Okay, so that was very thorough and meticulous.
Right.
Sir, education on the global front is changing very rapidly.
Yes.
So, sir, what are the steps that CBSE takes to adapt to these changes?
See, one thing which you all would be happy to know that CBSE has a legal framework called Manual on Rules and Regulations. So within those Manual on Rules and Regulations, there are certain statutory committees which are constituted. So one of that statutory committee is the Curriculum Committee. So you would be happy to know that you are a student of a board where each subject syllabus is analyzed every year by experts, subject experts. And subject experts, it's a plural body. So this curriculum committee, before the matter goes to curriculum committee, there is committee on subjects, all subjects. So that expert committee of a particular subject will say that these are the topics which are relevant for today. These are the topics which are not relevant for today. So the syllabus every year you will see gets, if required, gets modified. So your teachers would be then possibly would be telling you and accordingly the sample question papers are prepared every year. And those sample papers are also put up on the board website for children to see. So you'll see that the syllabus of CBSE on which the child is tested is continuously uh, reviewed, continuously looked in, and whatever is prevailing or whatever is the need of the time, whatever is contextually important in terms of education globally, all those things are taken into consideration. And that is one reason that today you have Indian CEOs working in the top institutions of the world. Because had not our syllabus and our examination patterns not been aligned to them, this success would not have come so easy for us, right? So these are, you would have also seen, and that the board introduces new subjects. So you won't figure out many countries as on today also which would have introduced artificial intelligence, machine learning, data analytics as a subject, which have already been done by the board. So board is it's a premier national board, and it's a pace setting board. So it sets the pace for rest of the state boards and other boards to catch up also. So see, it has it does multiple functions. It also helps in raising the standards of secondary education throughout the country, because what CBSE does is then being followed by other state boards as well. So there is an trickle down effect, and the entire, what you say, the ecosystem which is developed by CBSE in terms of pedagogy or in terms of syllabus or in terms of exam and its processes or affiliation processes, they are ultimately adopted by others also within the country.
Yes, sir. Sir, nowadays people have a mix of beliefs about artificial intelligence.
Yes.
Sir, what are your views on AI replacing school teachers?
See, when computers were introduced, there were apprehensions that they will take away the jobs. So what I today see is none of the jobs has gone, but today IT has been one of the what you say, the foremost area in which jobs are being created.
Yes.
So technology is to the response to the challenges of the time. It does not takes away job. It rather helps in the economy. It rather helps in building new technologies, solving problems. So AI will also help in what you say, will help in bettering the education as well as create more jobs. You will require more teachers for you to teach artificial intelligence. So that's also job creation, right? So and that too, let me tell you one thing. A role of teacher can never be replaced. A machine cannot give a human touch. Teaching is all, it is not all about being a mechanical process. Teaching is all about shaping mind as well, shaping character as well, which cannot take place only by artificial intelligence. So a teacher, a guru will always be required till the time the eternity is, as I understand.
Sir, today a lot of parents and students have a belief that going to coaching institutes will enhance their preparation for competitive exams and potentially give opportunities for careers also. Sir, many students go to Kota, which can appropriately called the coaching hub of India. Sir, what is your message to those parents and students?
Ayush, that's a wonderful question which you had asked, a very relevant question, and I would like to answer this. And rather, I would like to say this to all those aspiring students. You see, when you leave your school first, you are going to lose on lot many things. Schooling is a complete process where your personality development takes place. So the first biggest mistake which a child makes or their parents make is when they withdraw a child from a school. Sitting with their peers in school, playing with their peers in school is a bigger fun, is a bigger learning experience than just going to a coaching institution morning to evening, just putting on, cramming things, rotting down on something, and not understanding things. Uh, School gives you an wholesome experience. School creates a intellectual mind, and I can be sure about it. Any child who diligently come to school and has planned his studies properly can compete in IIT or can crack AIMS exam or can crack NEET without taking help of any external, what you say, coaching institutions and all that. I had my batchmates who prepared for IIT without going anywhere. They all qualified for IIT, right? They have qualified for other more competitive exam. They had become IAS officers, and without going to any coaching institutions or any city. So no child need to go outside their schools. Rather, school can provide them a very conducive environment where their doubts can also be cleared by their teachers as well. So they need to create a trust between themselves and their teachers, and with their help they can plan their schedule. They can plan what should be their approach. They can what you say, develop a core group within them, and then they can find out textbooks and material which is required for preparation. And I can assure you, with proper efforts and proper hard work and the support of their teachers, the anyone who aspires to become an ITN can qualify that exam, right? So my request to all parents from your this channel and podium is, who those your viewers is, please provide your child a more comprehensive intellectual overarching experience at schools, rather than putting him out, taking him out of the school and putting him into any coaching institutions.
Okay, sir. Sir, if you had to make an intrinsic change in the entire education system in India, what would it be?
See, I will still prefer. I'll prefer more close cooperation between three entities. That is the child, the teacher, and the parents. If they all three together comes up, the education can be transformed within a period of 5 years or so. It can bring tremendous result. The parents must trust the teachers. The student must trust their teachers. The teachers must have tremendous faith on their students. They must have faith on their capabilities. There is no child which do not have a capability. So when this kind of mutual support system or is developed, that can transform any child from into a great success story. See, I can tell you one thing. The finest of the memories which you will carry in your life will be from your schools. Ask anybody, any elder of yours. And second, you will always carry throughout your life one teacher who would have transformed your life. And that will always be a school teacher. That will not be a college teacher. So we all need to, as a school, as a teacher, as a parent, and as a child, we need to come together with each other, have trust and faith in the abilities of each other, and we can collaboratively work to achieve whatever goals we can set up.
Yes, sir. Enlightening views, sir.
Thank you, Ayush.
Sir, students often feel immense pressure when exams are approaching. So, sir, please advise us on how to handle the stress.
See, I can only say, आपका नाम भी आयुष कृष्णा है ना? तो you should always remember the great shloka of Gita, कर्मण्ये अधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन. All just never think of pressure. Put on your efforts. Only duty which we have is to do our karma. Yes. Right? We need not think of what will happen, what will be our result, what will be our consequences. No. Right? Ramcharitmanas, there is a very good chaupai. which says कि कर्म प्रधान विश्व कर शाखा तेजस कर ही तस फल चाखा, which means, which transpires basically what is Lord Krishna says in Gita, कि this world is based on your karma, what you do, and karma is this hard work and dedication, your efforts, your commitment, your dedication. So once you start thinking that I have a duty to do, right, without thinking of what the outcome would be, there will be no pressure.
Yes.
Right? You will then enjoy. See, the fun of doing anything is when you don't think of what will happen, you will start enjoying the process.
Yes, sir.
Right? When you start enjoying learning, there will be no pressure.
Yes, sir.
Right? So start enjoying schooling, start enjoying learning, put your efforts, put your commitment, your dedication and hard work. Never shy up in doing hard work.
Yes, sir.
And since you are from science background, Newton's third law says every action has an equal and
Yes, sir.
opposite reaction. So when you will do hard work, what will come?
Good
Rewards will
results.
come.
Yes, sir.
Right? See, this nature has a very uncanny ability of rewarding every hard work which any individual does. And that is precisely based on your third law of motion. Third law of motion is not only mechanical, it is divine also.
Yes, sir.
Right? So whatever hard work you will do, it will definitely get rewarded up with success in your life. Sometimes it may not be immediate. Trust me, ultimately you will be a successful man in your life. Right?
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, what should students do to remain disciplined and productive in their journey?
See, one very important thing is that they should always be focused. Right? Once there was a school function where Winston Churchill happened to be the chief guest.
Okay.
So a young Ayush Krishna there asked him a question, ki, what is the secret of your success? So his answer was that one should always have a sense of proportion. That's a beautiful answer. What does this sense of proportion means is, if you are a child, if you are a school going student, then what should be the sense of proportion is that your focus should be entirely more on studies rather than other things. Right? So based on the period of your life in which you are, your commitment and dedication and focus should be principally based on that. So when you are in 11th, 12th, obviously you should put in more hours for study than you put in for your sports. If you are studying in class 8th, you can put in more efforts in your sports than in your classes. So this sense of proportion, this sense of being focused, this sense of being knowing what is required to be done for which you intend to achieve. So when you know this thing, this will be your efforts then become commensurate with what is required to achieve those success. So be focused and put efforts which are commensurate in proportion to the needs to achieve those targets.
Okay, sir. Sir, if a CBSE student wants to go for universities,
Yes.
they have to qualify the IELTS exam.
Yeah.
But it does not apply for boards like IB. So it seems like that on the global front, it is degrading the reputation of CBSE. So what steps will CBSE take for more recognition on the global front?
Yes, Ayush, that's a wonderful question which you had asked. See, the examination and academic unit of CBSE are working on these areas, and already some universities in US have already recognized that the equivalence of CBSE curriculum, and they have exempted CBSE students from IELTS exam. Similarly, very recently, as I have come, though I am not part of those deliberations, So I am not making a very what you say an official statement, but what I presume that what I haven't come to know is that some universities of Australia have also recognized. So this is an ongoing process. The board is making efforts, and I hope very soon students who will be passing out from CBSE would not be required to give this examination.
Okay, sir. So as we conclude, sir, what would be the one piece of advice that you would like to give students?
One piece of advice is never shy from doing hard work. Trust your teachers. Be rooted in your family, in your culture, in your civilization. Be courageous, because this is the age where your character is built. So be courageous, be truthful, be patient in life, and develop a very inquisitive mind, an open mind, and develop the capacity to be positive and to say yes for everything.
Okay, sir.
Right? So when you develop those qualities, I assure you one thing, that you will be able to achieve whatever goals you drive for yourself. Right? And one more thing which I would like to conclude from my part and this is a message to all the students from my side. And this is a message which is driven from Ramcharitmanas, based on the life of Lord Ram, and I'll make you aware of that. As you know, जब भगवान राम वापस अयोध्या लौटते हैं रावण का वध करके, तो अयोध्या के जो नागरिक होते हैं उनसे पूछते हैं, प्रभु आपने इतने बलशाली ज्ञानी राक्षसों का वध कैसे किया? तो उन्होंने उसका जवाब जो तुलसीदास जी लिखते हैं, वो कहते हैं कि गुरु वशिष्ठ कुल पूज हमारे, जिनकी कृपा दनुज रण मारे. तो sitting in this school, it is very important to make this statement here, that the Supreme Being gives entire credit of what he has achieved to his gurus. So that is my lasting message to you and to all the students of this school is, trust your gurus, follow with what they do, and I'll assure you that God will give you whatever success you want.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ayush, for those wonderful questions. It's all my pleasure to be here. Thank you all. Thank you too, and to your principal, and to your all teachers, and to your management. Thank you, please.